Hi folks, ठीक है. Today we will go through how to generate a random numbers into the Kotlin. Fine. So there are multiple ways to generate a random number. We will go through them one by one, and after that we will just see the internals how it is working into the Kotlin, like how code is written. So for example, suppose we have the range from 1 to 10. So this is one of the way to create a range, and suppose we want some random numbers. So for okay, so while one is greater than, one is less than 10, this variable name count, we'll just declare a count equal to 0. Because of the Python, I am just missing to name those variables as a val. So count plus equal to 1, so we need to rename it as a var because we can't change the val. And after that, just print ln int range dot random. This is one way. Okay, so this is a second way using shuffled. This is using a random function into the range, random function of integer range. It is basically a progression using shuffled. We'll just uh, create a one more loop, count equal to 0. So we'll just shuffle the array, and we can take last, first, whatever you want. And there is another way using that random class also. We can just get the random numbers. Okay, so here also we will add that loop. So we don't need that integer range. Just need a random class. Kotlin seed dot random. So we will just need a random dot next int, and we can just pass a from and to. Okay, so we'll just run this class. So basically these are multiple ways to generate a random numbers into the Kotlin. So using integer function, using shuffled, using a random class. So those are three ways. So we'll just go through the internals how this is working. So this is a random function, the wrapper function, and here we are passing the object of a random class. So here also internally we are using a next int, and this is a this means the integer range. We are passing that integer range 1 to 10. This is a we are just checking values. Then we are using this next int. This is a core function to generate a random numbers. So here it is. We are just check a range bounds. We are checking. I check range bounds. So we are just checking last element should be greater than the first element. Otherwise we will throw error. So we are just throwing error. After that we have some conditions, one corner case. Otherwise into the else block we are just generating a next integer. How we are generating a next integer? This is a function which is using internally the next bits function, where we are passing 32 bits. Okay, next bits is this above function only, right? And this is a first usage of it. This is using a next it integer function and taking upper weights. So okay, so this is using a XOR algorithm. This next base function is generating the next integer. Basically, it is just assigning those values and using a XOR to generate those variables, and it is just taking the upper bits like this. So that's all about generating the random functions. Shuffled also using a same random function, same random object, if I'm not wrong. Okay, yeah, correct. It's also using the same random object, and this is a inclusive method, the flagship method of a random class. ठीक है, that's all. Bye.